mangakas are perverts and come up with the weirdest suspect shit I have ever seen. I'm sure I can't be the only one to say this, but all mangakas belong on the FBI watch list. However, the crazier their mind and ideas are, the better the story gets. That's the trade-off, man. The crazier, perverted, mind-meltingly disastrous the story gets, the more we should investigate them. But at the same time, that's how creatively titillating, breathtaking, and fantastically sick, good and bad, ideas are born. Hey yo, slip me some of that good stuff. The example and topic of this video will be Dandadan episode 1. That's how love starts, you know? I'm not sure how many episodes I'm going to cover of this anime, but let's give it a ride.
Give me your wiener.
The episode starts off with a lewd bit. MC ISM Momo gets dumped with violence after she tries to commit violence. I like this show already. Equality of violence for females and just typical male douchebaggery, because all guys see girls as objects. With our other MC, we have Takakura Ken, as bold cut mob cycle gets bullied. Ken is into the occult and Momo is into ghosts. Together, they will soon learn one big lesson. So, after Momo gets dumped by her douchebag, now ex-boyfriend, she decides to thug it out like a delinquent and to blow off some steam. She eventually saves young what's-his-face from being bullied. All of a sudden, the oddest coming of a first date occurs. The character, played by Tanjiro's voice actor, comes out of nowhere like a weirdo to tell Momo all about the aliens and UFOs. And then she rightfully makes fun of him for having no friends and communicating like a total weirdo. This could be one of those situations where the boy just turns into a real creeper. However, Ayase feels that she went too hard in the paint for this little meek boy she pitied and apologizes for telling him that is why he has no friends. To get on his level of weirdness and make him feel better, she tells him that she believes in ghosts because her grandma is also a total weirdo scammy spiritual medium. And later on, we get this nice cute backstory of why she believes in ghosts, because she loves her grandma, who is her sole caretaker. This sparks Ken to totally make fun of her because who believes in ghosts?
Give me your wiener.
And this sparks Momo to fight back, like who the hell believes in UFOs and aliens? I'm fairly certain the author hasn't had a real normal people conversation with a girl. I just don't think this is a very plausible scenario for the decisions that she's about to take coming up. But for the Tanjiro sounding co-MC, any guy would do anything for a girl, even if that means putting his life in danger.
Give me your wiener.
Which is probably why that guys that never get attention that finally do creep on girls. After some banter and disagreements about their beliefs, they basically tell each other to go to the certain hotspots to investigate and to prove that the occult and the ghosts are for realsies. This is where the character development starts as they talk to each other over the phone, alone with no parental vision, pitting themselves in the most dangerous and hazardous situation possible. I mean, the sign literally says, you can't go in there. And this is where all the zany and weird ideas start to take shape. As I guess this is where the romantic comedy and supernatural
Assaulting
occurs. This is where all the weird ideas start to manifest out of whatever FBI watch list idea the author has. Ken walks like meek but talks like he's ready to clap cheeks. And suddenly runs into a pervy grandma ghost that wants him to touch her oppies, and for Ken to whip that bad boy out.
Fondle me.
As it transitions to Momo to see what maniacal, debaucherous living creatures are waiting to pounce on this teenager. Runs into a male-only species of aliens that clone themselves to repopulate, but for some reason they like bananas and they want Ayase's bananas and steal her abilities to reproduce by jacking that uterus. This is by far the author's most FBI watch list thing ever. Alien forced entry. Who the hell thinks of alien robots forcing themselves on a teenager and wants to be taken seriously? This has suddenly become a 300 bottles of lube ditty situation. Somebody might need to investigate this author. Imagine these famous hentai mangaka authors just trying to flex on fools with their best scenes. You know, that scene where he busted the biggest nut and the girl said,
Yamete senpai, iku!
that.
Was me.
And that's what the scene felt like. Suspect. Because of the weirdest and oddest setup for a romantic interaction where Ken, played by Tanjiro's voice, gets time in the show to finally get some booty that he was never able to get in Demon Slayer. Unfortunately, the lewd wins and his body gets overtaken by this lewd grandma ghost and jumps through the phone to save our girl Momo by getting the taste of some alien wiener. This begins Ken's character development and where I can see a guy naturally liking a girl. It's not every day a nerdy bullied boy gets attention from any kind of girls. So Ayase protecting him from getting bullied would usually mean this ends up in two polar opposite scenarios. One, that boy that got protected by the girl ends up being creepy and even worse, becomes a stalker. This is probably the more likely scenario. But two, the other scenario and the example here in Dandadan episode 1 is the more profound outcome. Ken saves Ayase from forced alien diddly entry and screams out while being half possessed by this lewd grandma about how much he appreciated Momo for protecting him from the bullies. So in return, he wants to do the same for her. This was a touching moment, and one that starts to win Momo's heart over. Let me give you guys a tip. If you can elicit a deep emotional response from a girl, got him. That's what Ken does here as he tries to save his future girl's life as a half-possessed, lewd, diddly ghost granny that's down to go down to whatever it takes to save our author from being investigated by the FBI. And that's all the resolve he was able to muster up. Then we get some more uncomfortable, in the process, forcible alien diddly entry as the aliens try to get diddly lubed up for Ayase to be aroused. This causes a flashback that confirms her character development and why her Bachan is an incredible person as she unlocks her psychic abilities. After thinking spirit mediums are wackos, best believe that spirit mediums in real life will use this anime as evidence that their psychic abilities are real, as Momo realizes that her grandma was the real deal and that the diddly aliens may have helped her unlock her powers. Apparently, psychic abilities helps build physical prowess as she kicks the shit out of these forced entry diddling aliens. Ayase tries to look for Tanjiro's voice, but Lou Diddly Granny still has a grasp of his dick. If you have a grasp of a guy's banana, best believe you have certainly possessed him. The Lou Granny makes a deal with Momo that if she wants her to let go of his wiener, Ayase must follow her into a dark tunnel. Turbo Lou Diddling Granny leaves, and that leaves just Momo and Ken to talk out their next steps. Ken acts like a kid with no self-confidence, but Ayase wants him to be a real man already as he wants to face this Lou Granny and gain his wiener back all on his own without the help of the girl that saved his life twice and is currently stopping the lewd diddling granny from making his wiener go out of control. They start walking towards the lewd diddling ghost granny's tunnel, but both are half naked. Ken tries to be a gentleman to give her some clothes because a dude walking next to a half naked girl would cause his wiener to go more out of control. But this begins something unexpected. Momo's heart goes doki doki. She can't believe this feeling, but tries to suppress it and asks for his name because girls just don't care about guys they don't like, and it shouldn't come as a surprise as she always calls him a Koken. Ayase Momo Ayase is into some masculine guy named Ken Takakura, and just by coincidence, this character, played by Tanjiro's voice actor, is indeed Ken Takakura. If this episode of Dandadan, episode 1, wasn't a good example that would make you give the author the side eye, while at the same time get you excited for the most artistically mush mash of ideas into a cohesive story with characters that you can easily cheer for, while also at the same time continually ask yourself, the hell did I just watch? That was cool, that was nice, that was certainly unique. Anime creators, mangakas, we must protect them at all costs, unless they do something illegal. Then we must tell them, slip me some of them scripts from jail. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Dandadan, and let me know what you guys think about the crazy stories that we get from anime and mangas that comes from Japan. So yeah, if you guys liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Check out my blog at otakusen.com. And I appreciate you guys watching. See you guys in the next video.